Hey there, hola, ¿cómo estás? Friends and family. Friends and family from all over the world. Yao Fosu, the original Glow Master. Friends, today I'm here to speak specifically to my African brothers and cousins that have migrated to South Africa, that are living in South Africa today. I'm here to talk to you, okay? Or to any African who has a relative, some kind of blood relative, any kind of person you know that's family, that's in South Africa. You need to watch this video and decide whether you want to talk to the person in South Africa to tell them to get the hell out of there. That's what I'm here to talk about. Okay? Now, just in case you live under a rock for the past, I could say about almost a month, those South Africans are at it again. You know, they're going at it again. I'm talking about they have started some kind of movement that they want all black African foreigners out. Listen to this. They want black African foreigners out of South Africa. Not white foreigners, not Indian foreigners, not Chinese foreigners, only black African foreigners. If it makes sense. All right, now, before I even get into this topic, let's start with the history of South Africa. Okay, now, South Africa, I'm talking about the entire continent of Africa, that southern tip of Africa. When the Europeans colonized most of Africa, they were studying Africans. Okay, I'm talking about even before they started the transatlantic slave trade and all that. The Europeans were studying Africans by their tribes, by their behaviors and this and that. And they came to a conclusion, I'm talking about the Europeans, they came to a conclusion that these people are not they are not the people you want to live with. Okay? They were not involved. They didn't take any people from South Africa to any part of the world because they had already seen them that these are not the people you want to live with. Okay? Well, why do you think after taking over their so-called country, South Africa, they brutalized them and lived separately from them, the apartheid system? Why? Because they have studied them and they have come to the conclusion that these people cannot be dealt with. I'm going to come to that. All right? Now, newsflash. Just yesterday, they unalived one of their own, a South African boy, 19 years old. Why? Because they were unaliving seven Mozambicans, people from Mozambique, lost their lives in the hands of these idiots. And one South African boy, thinking he was one of them. They are starting to kill their own people. This is nothing new. Look, these people have given to June 30th. I'm pretty sure today is June 3rd. June 30th for what they call illegal immigrants in South Africa. Mostly, not even mostly, all black African illegal immigrants to leave South Africa. And what do you think they're doing? These people are preparing for a genocide. Point blank. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you like it is. These people are preparing for a genocide. I have seen videos of South Africans talking about. I saw this video yesterday. This South African girl said she took a taxi, and the taxi driver was asking her where she's from, even though she's South African. They also have something against darker skinned South Africans, because this boy that they on a live yesterday was a darker skinned South African. Okay? So basically, these idiots are preparing for a genocide. And when the time comes, they're not gonna care whether you're there in their country, legally or illegally. Okay? If you are from East Africa or West Africa, believe me, phenotypically, you stick out like a sore thumb in South Africa. You look different from them. From the Zulus and the Xhosas or whatever you call them. Okay? If that's my daughter just coming from work. It's okay, mommy. If you, let's say you're a Somalian or Kenyan, you look 100% different from a South African. If you're a Nigerian or Ghanaian, you look 100% different from them. And these people are hell-bent on kicking out Africans from other countries out of South Africa. Okay, now they have this movement. I don't even have to say the name of their stupid movement, led by a woman named Jacinta Zuma. Okay, now, what can I say about this Jezebel, this Jacinta? Let me describe this woman. This woman is, she looked like she's in her late 30s. Fair-skinned South African black woman. She could be what they call colored. I don't know. These people are stupid enough to call themselves colored up to today. Now, this woman, if you see her, my description of this woman, she's not that attractive. Okay? She's wearing this nasty wig that's obviously made by either a Ghanaian or a Nigerian woman. She got this stupid nails, this press-on nail type shit. She is just a ridiculous looking woman. And throughout history, anytime a woman leads a bunch of morons, it doesn't end up well. Women like this bring down nations. And I'm telling you, this woman right now has more power in South Africa than, what's the name of their president? Ramaphosa. And I'm telling you, this woman is hell-bent on revenge. Why? I'm going to tell you why. This woman, it turns out this woman had a Nigerian boyfriend Probably some Nigerian businessman, or it could be maybe a Nigerian player. You know, Nigerians got money. She's pissed off because the dude played her. The dude probably fucked her in the ass and dumped her. And she is pissed about that. So she is seeking revenge on every other Africans. Now, Jacinta, why did you open your legs for a Nigerian man? The answer is very simple. The men in your country are useless. Yeah, I said it. Okay? It's been proven. I have four theories why a lot of South African women in South Africa today are sleeping with other African, if you want to call them migrants. Okay? The Nigerians are lining up their women and effing them from A to Z. Why? Because, number one, your men are lazy. Laziness. Okay? Number two, they are violent. I'm talking about unnecessary violent. Okay? Number three, drugs. There's no country in Africa that have men that love to get higher than South African men. They are lazy, irresponsible drug addicts. A lot of them. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say all of them, but a lot of them are drug addicts. Okay? Number four, sexual immorality. Listen, it's proven on the continent of Africa that South Africans have a higher number of homosexuals than any other country in Africa. Prove me wrong if I'm lying. Okay? Also, now I'm not even going to use this as something to put down that country. On the continent of Africa, about 60% of AIDS patients are in that one country out of 54. Think about that. All right? These are people that you cannot reason with. That woman and a bunch of morons have given a date, June 30th of this month, for Africans, what they call illegal immigrants, to leave South Africa. And guess what? They are not joking. I've seen videos. This is the prelude of what is coming. How they are beating up, unaliving other Africans. Okay? I saw this video yesterday. These people will go into, let's say, a store owned by a Nigerian or Ghanaian. They will order them to get the hell out of the store, and they will loot everything. I saw this video the other day. These two young men, they're probably brothers. For their first time in their life, they have looted a store and got a refrigerator into their house, which is not really a house, it's a shack. Okay? And guess what is in that refrigerator when they open it? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to guess. 1, 2, 3. Alcohol and soda. And these idiots were dancing around the refrigerator, stomping their feet, that's their dance, slamming their feet on the ground and basically celebrating for looting another black man's business. That refrigerator that they've gotten is their prized possession. And they have filled it with the thing that they love the most, alcohol and soda, which they stole from another store. Okay? Now, yesterday, I saw Julius Malema. I like Julius Malema. He had this press conference and he was talking to some South Africans, and he said, Ghana has begun to repatriate their citizens from South Africa. Okay? The first batch is 300 flown out of South Africa back to Ghana. For the 300 Ghanaians that left, oh, by the way, Julius Malema, people from Ghana are called Ghanaians, not Ghanaians. Okay? As much as I like you, I'm not going to insult you. Anyway, okay? These people are not 100% there. They have given the date. They are not effing around. They have, first of all, South Africa. Me personally, I don't know why any African from other countries will go to South Africa. These people are the most murderous, and I'm saying it with absolute certainty. These people are the most murderous of Africans towards each other. Towards each other. So you, a foreigner, your life is meaningless. Your life means absolutely nothing to them. They have given the date, folks. They are not playing. Okay? Julius Malema asked them, 300 Ghanaians have flown back to Ghana. You guys say they are here taking your jobs. Can you show me 300 jobs that have been created since the Ghanaians left Ghana? Of course, Ghana is on the path to take out more of their citizens out of South Africa. Now, as somebody of Ghanaian blood, I'm telling you, if you're in South Africa as a Ghanaian, please, get out of there. I don't care if you have papers to be there legally. Get the hell out of there. Because these people are not going to ask you for your papers when they catch you in the streets. They're going to unalive you. Okay? They are led by a Jezebel. Because that Ramaphosa is useless right now. It's that Jacinta, that woman is running South Africa right now. And I'm telling you, don't let them catch you. Do not let them catch you in the streets after June 30th. They will waste your life for nothing. I'm pleading to you, my Nigerians, my Ghanaians, my other part of West Africans, the East Africans, Kenyans, Tanzanians, Somalians. Look, they are unaliving people that look just like them. The Zimbabweans and Mozambicans, because if you really look at it, they're all the same people. If they are killing people that look just like them, phenotypically look just like them, what makes you think they will not alive you, the fact that you look different from them? Your life is more precious than getting... Listen, the worst thing that can happen to you in your life is losing your life to some idiot, some uneducated idiot that's going on the drug binge, and now coming after you with a machete. They will waste your life for nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm pleading to you guys. If you are there, if you can afford it, fly out of there before June 30th. If you don't have the money to fly out of there, but listen, South Africa have great transportation system. Get a bus ticket to the neighboring countries and find your way back home to wherever you come from. Okay? That country, South Africa, okay? it's not even 18, 17%. 17% of the population is the Europeans that call themselves Afrikaans. They built the country. And I'm talking about, they built that country to a European standard. Beautiful. If you go to some parts of Cape Town, it looks better than most of the cities in Europe. And even some cities here in America. Okay? The native South Africans, I'm talking about the Zulus, the Xhosas, or whatever, the black South Africans, because of apartheid, I'm not going to blame them, but majority of them, who makes about 80-something% of the population, majority of them, I'm not saying all of them, majority of them still live in shanty towns, aluminum tin houses. Okay? And these are the people that will kill you. I remember when I was a kid. I would watch things on TV about how the whites were treating the South Africans. And most Africans were fighting for them or supporting them. Ghana gave millions of dollars to the anti-apartheid movement, to Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's movement, of course, he was locked up. Okay? Most of the South African freedom fighters were in other countries. And now there's the motherfucking thanks Africans get for helping these people. All right? Look, that country is a lost cause. Eventually, all the foreigners are going to leave. I'm talking about the African foreigners. The funny thing is, they are not going after. They have millions upon millions of Indians living in South Africa. They own businesses. They're not going after them. Okay? Chinese are there. They're not going after them. And they are scared to death. I'm telling you, the white South Africans is about 17%, 17% of the population. And the 70 something to 80% of the black South Africans, they are terrified of them. Why? Because the white South Africans, they are armed to the teeth. And they are not afraid of them. They are not afraid of these black South Africans. I'm telling you, they are armed to the teeth. In today's South Africa, they have towns that's still under apartheid. They even have a place called Orania. Orania. If you think I'm lying, do a research on it. A town that's all white. And they will not let one of these Negroes step foot into that town. Why? Because they studied these people for hundreds of years and came to a conclusion that these are not the people you want to live with. Okay? If you live in your country and other people come into your country and are doing better than you need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why are these people that came with maybe just a book bag and a suitcase doing a whole lot better than us? The answer is, you guys are lazy. You love to get high. You love to party. This heifer went into some, I don't know if the guy was white or maybe he could be white mixed with something, a business owner, and told, she is practically begging these white people to fire the other African, workers, employees, and hire South African natives to take their place. And this man looked at that bitch in the face and told her, it's not going to happen. Why? Because your people don't show up to work on Mondays. Why? Because from the few that like to work, by the time it's Friday evening, they are partying until Sunday night. They will never show up to work on Mondays. The white people in South Africa built that country to European standard. And if you go to South Africa today, any place that the white people left for these niggers, they have ruined it, turned it into a third world country. And that's not a lie. If you value your life, get out of there. Okay? Their president, Ramaphosa, is useless. He's not saying anything about these people going around killing innocent people. They are waiting for that bitch, that Jacinta, to give the orders. Comes June 30th. They are not playing. If you value your life, leave. It's better to go home empty-handed than not go home at all. Lose your life to some moron that's never stepped foot into a classroom. Some drug addict that don't give a crap about his life is going to waste your life if you don't get out of there. All right? My name's Yafusu. Leave. It doesn't matter where you're from. Leave South Africa. Because it's just a matter of time. When the foreigners leave, they think that will make the white people hire them to work. The white people will still not give them work. And they're going to turn on each other. I promise you. It's just a matter of time before they start unaliving each other. They already done started. Take care of yourself. Leave. God bless. And cheers.